muted, but wait, hold on. We're going to do this. We got to change some of this stuff over. We got everything being loud today. Let's see how this happens. All right, we got this. We're gonna get back over here really quickly. We'll be right back. Be right back. Dom, we're here.
Yo.
I came on. I came back off. Now I'm back.
Blaze and I were in another room too, like about to start a live.
Oh goodness, it was my fault.
It's okay.
Client was longer than I thought. Now we're here. I'm sorry. I'm making things all confusing. Sorry, Blaze. Maybe we'll have it back over. Good morning to you.
Good morning, bud. How are you?
Good. It was a morning. We had some clients that had to move earlier, and then some clients like to talk more. I try to end these appointments a lot sooner, but sometimes it's hard to do. So, not complaining about clients. I love my clients. I do. Sometimes we get chatty, and especially around football season, and then also around politics, people bring up other things. So,
yeah, that's exactly.
Oh exactly man, but now I feel bad. It blazes. If you guys started another stream over here, there he is.
No, he and I were just.
Blaze,
I was in one, and he jumped in.
What's up?
Nothing. We're all good.
No. I think because I saw VeeDads and it was an infinity sign. I hadn't seen that before, and here we are.
I think I accidentally got us signed up for a recurring stream somewhere else, and so that's what you were seeing there. But I'm probably going to take that down. We'll see. Speaking of,
you said being signed up for stuff that you never wanted to be signed up for. Have you guys ever been signed up for something that you didn't really want to be signed up for?
Like relationships?
I mean, that went really went to one extreme that I'm not sure that's the direction the question was, but now that we're there, is there a relationship that somebody signed you up for that you weren't prepared for, Ryan?
I did. I found myself in a relationship because I didn't know how to speak up for myself, and then I automatically had a girlfriend, and that relationship went on for 2 years. And
was
then
was that the actress?
No, that was not that. This was somebody at my first college. But I will tell you this. I was online dating one time, and some girl, I went on 2 dates with her, and then she showed up at my door and was like, you didn't call me today. And I was like, I didn't think I had to call you today.
Oh man.
And then she goes, and then I invited her in because she was crying, really blown away by this. And then she goes, I haven't told my mom about you yet. And I was like, all right, this is going to end. I'm not doing this another time. So I had to end that pretty quickly.
Well, how long were you guys talking?
Maybe if I think back, I'm probably going to have this off a little bit. Maybe it was like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Oh, I thought okay. I was going to say, if it's a month and like my daughter was dating someone, I would want to know about it.
We weren't dating. It was, that was the thing. I wasn't trying this. I think this is probably what threw this person off. And she was a great girl. And I see that she's married now and she has a kid and all that kind of stuff. And she's happy. But I remember that what it was that I think she was very heavy in the conversation of like, I don't want to fool around. I want to make sure that I'm kind of like finding serious things. Me too. I'm definitely down to go find something serious. But I think that your timeline is a lot shorter than what my timeline was. And so it was like, all right, I'm already seeing how this is going. Anyway.
So
I know that you were talking about like an email sign up and you weren't talking about this, but like anyway.
Well, now that we're here, A, do you think she watches the show if she has kids? And then B, There's a lot of ex's numbers that I still have in my phone just because I never deleted it. Okay, I went land scale. And do you have her number? Should we call her?
Do I have her number? I don't really remember her name right now. So I don't. I'm trying to think.
Ryan Heartbreaking Turner. Lauren just like she caged the beast.
I feel like there's only been one person in my life that I really broke their heart, and everyone else, I just let the relationship just kind of like fizzle out, and I was like, all right, I guess this is it. See you later. So that's you. I've always been a chronic dater, so I was never good at even like the faster relationships.
Is that a diagnosis? A chronic dater?
Oh yeah, we can definitely get into that at some point if you'd like to. But I'm pretty sure I understand why I did that.
But what I was going to share is my parents, when I was like 10, the soapbox derby was in town every year. And one year we had to be greeters. And every driver that came in, every female driver that came in, my brother and I were like supposed to kiss them on the cheek. And now that I think of it, that was kind of weird and creepy. And then one girl ducked and I almost kissed my brother. And that was weird. So yeah, so that happened. All right, so
that was a really good question. I liked your question.
Oh, thanks. You're always asking what challenges do we have in life, and I thought that was good to look at that. It's an important question.
Is that how I asked that?
No. I was just picking on you. It was rude.
Oh, it's okay. Actually, you know what I wanted to do? I texted you after yesterday's stream. I apologized for speaking of and to Heather indirectly in a very rude way. I just want to apologize again to you. And I'm so sorry. Heather, I'm sorry. Please don't get your lawyers involved. And yeah, I love you, Heather. I love you.
Man, that was beautiful. Dom, is there anything that you've ever been signed up for that you were like, I'm not doing this?
Yeah, I have one time my mom and her boyfriend signed me up for a gym membership, and we were going to the gym together, her boyfriend and I, but I didn't realize it was a year commitment. So they like committed me and like auto renewal, but I wasn't getting the information. So like years later, I get sent to collections for a debt that I didn't even know I had. Kind of fucked my credit up for a while.
Did you have to pay it?
Yeah, I had to negotiate kind of, but I had to pay a good portion of it. Yeah, but it was stupid. Like it wasn't even being sent to me or anything, but yeah, it really, really messed things up. All good now though.
Ending gym memberships is not a joke. I mean, like they make you, I don't know if they still do it, but you have to like write a letter and mail it in and like ask to be like left some gyms. It was like, that's been some gyms here at least. And I've heard other people had it too, but it's like, it's never easy.
There's gyms where I know that like, if you move, their policy is you have to go there in person. So you still have to figure out like how to get there to cancel it in person.
Yeah, I think that's how this kind of was. Like those kind of stories. The gym membership I have now, I just canceled it with like 5 clicks of a button in my app, and I didn't have to do anything. So they're better nowadays.
Well, my big thing now is I just cancel my credit card and say it's lost, and then any of my memberships I can't pay for them anymore, and then I'll re-sign up for them as it comes along. But you do get all these annoying emails that's like, you haven't paid, and it's like, what are you going to do about it? You going to come to my house?
Can I pay you in Xboxes?
Yeah. Oh, I sold an Xbox and I have somebody else inquiring about an Xbox.
Killer, man. You are the main flipper, which we should, you have your garage sale coming this weekend.
Oh yeah. I forgot to get VeeFriends to talk about it. But if you need some things, we have another garage sale coming up on Saturday, and Ryan Turner himself's going to do one of his first shows. He could be selling lots of different things.
I'm actually going to go on live on Whatnot today. I'm going to go live on Whatnot today with Brofit's there, I know. Brofit's throwing his number in here. If anybody has to chat, he's on the couch right now letting us know what is fun.
Oh my gosh. I screenshot that.
I can just
Nice.
send it to you, Blaze.
Oh,
And Brofit, I feel like we're laughing, but that's so kind of you in case anyone needs that. So
Yeah.
that's good.
It's a good number to have.
Blaze doesn't
Yeah.
stop calling me.
What if we just sign him up for so many different things right now? What was I going to say? Oh, so Brofin and I were going to be taking our health dads. I was taking some time to figure out how to do this, but we're going to take our health dads onto Whatnot today. We're going to see, we might fumble through a few things, but we're going to figure out how to bring our health dads discussion that we do 3 times a week onto Whatnot. So we'll see. We do the VeeDads handle on Whatnot. So we'll be over there. We have a few ideas on what we're going to do. I'm going to go tomorrow, Friday. I'm going to try to do it as well. We're going to try and bring in a specifically very direct kind of nutrition aspect to Whatnot. I'm nervous though. Can I say that I'm nervous?
Yeah.
I'm not nervous about being on camera. I'm not nervous about looking stupid. I'm nervous about providing value in a way without looking like I'm just trying to overreach. That's where I'm at. Well, Brofit, that's not what you told me. I've already actually set up our cart to have your body and feet pics. I will take those down if you no longer want to sell those, though.
I don't know if you can.
There's already pre-bids, dude.
Can't take them down now.
Oh, I can't wait, and you're going to add value regardless. So, no negative self-talk. And
oh, thanks.
What kind of gratitude do people have today?
I'm grateful for warm, sunny days in October.
Oh, I'm jealous. Even though it has been.
Yeah, we got a nice warm week. So like I showed you guys yesterday, I went out on the beach and did a little meditation. It felt really good to like kind of get that done in the middle of the day, break the day up a little bit between things to do. And yeah, I miss getting that time in. I need to start doing it more.
Love that. I need to go to the beach. We're visiting soon.
Just so I can bring some attention over here. MK, thanks so much for stopping in right now. First stream over here. What we love to do, we love for you to try it again. We're dropping a little bit of gratitude right here in the morning. That's what we always do first, after a little bit of banter. And then I don't have my book right now. I'm looking for my book. I don't have it because it's at home. But we do a daily reading meditation from Ryan Holiday's The Daily Dad. And we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But we're always here, 30 minutes in, out. We just want to make sure that we're giving you some value and making you feel like a confident dad over here. If you're a dad, MK, are you a dad? Let us know. See what's happening.
So what was your gratitude, Ryan?
I didn't give it, I just went off. My gratitude, I was having a moment. Datitude, MK's a datitude.
Oh, datitude, that's awesome. That was rude if I just jumped like that.
No, I feel like it's just our MO sometimes. That's all good. My gratitude, why am I having a hard time with gratitude right now? I think I've recently gotten to a point of feeling like I've taken on a lot of things, not overwhelmed as much as like, wow, look at all this opportunity. This is so cool, to a point now where I think I do have to maybe start to say no, but not because if it's an overwhelm, but just because like if you do many things, I think you're not going to give as much value. And so I'm really grateful right now to have all those opportunities. And I'm just happy for it. So that's my gratitude right now.
My gratitude is Heather's out of town and I had to work last night till like 11 o'clock. And now that my parents are here, they were able to help out because Louisa can watch the 3 kids, but it's still hard. So it was just nice knowing that you have that support. So thank you, Mom, even though you don't listen anymore, but I still love you.
Why isn't she listening anymore?
I don't know. I think I offended her one day.
Directly?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably. Maybe I'll bring her on. We'll explore it.
I think that could be a good conversation at some point. We all hit gratitude. We got gratitude over here from David, just to give some voice to our couch over here. And MK, we have a couch. We don't have a chat. We are sitting on the couch with everybody. And that's what we do as we kind of talk through a few things. Gratitude for all home dads, because I understand his journey.
Dom, did you share your gratitude?
The sun.
Oh yeah, the sun, the beach. Right. Sorry, I was thinking about what I'm going
Beach
to text ProFit, and I just zoned out for a second, and then I remembered it.
Wait, were you thinking I was like a mean person for not giving him space to give his gratitude?
No. I just forgot that you talked about the beach because I got jealous about the beach, and then I thought about texting ProFit.
Oh yeah. Also, I thought I in our text, Dom sent a picture of him after being on the beach. It looked like a fragrance commercial. It looked as if like we needed to buy this fragrance to make our life that much better. What an amazing beard this man has. But gratitude from BroFit, this morning's career. Thanks so much, man. I am incredibly grateful to always be able to have the time to come on here, which is cool. But faith, family, and fitness, my breath. Always. BroFit always has a grounding. I think a grounding gratitude, which is always nice there. I think that I'm missing anything. Oh, I wanted to bring up babies. We're on baby watch with 2 families right now, right?
I think Paul's baby's here.
I don't know why you said that.
Is that right?
Creepy. It's not creepy. It was nice. Paul, if your baby's here, the baby's here. Whatever.
And then Josh is still waiting. I think. I mean, I haven't seen anything.
I thought I did see something and said it's go time. But we have babies. Our families are growing. This is awesome. Health and happiness and all the kind of stuff to moms and babies right now. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see more. I'm sure they're dealing with
Yeah, she was born at 7:17 a.m. this morning.
Oh wow,
She was a small one, 5 pounds.
Who's that?
Paul.
Paul.
No baby courage yet that I can see, but Paul's a dad now. Paul's a dad for real now, guys.
Oh man, that's awesome.
It's not playing around.
Wait, hold on. There was a moment where, and this was when my daughter was born, everyone I knew was having scheduled, I'm forgetting the word right now, scheduled deliveries. What's the word when you force the delivery? Not a C-section, but not a C-section.
Yeah, I lost the word too. You made me lose it.
Sorry,
Inducing labor.
Yes. There was the inductions, like they were planning these inductions, like everyone was going in for an induction. So I didn't realize why I thought it was strange that we didn't know when babies were coming. But like I remember in 2022? 2021? That's when I think there were so many inductions happening. It was like people were just basically planning them. And so it wasn't as if it was like, I guess we'll wait and see. So that was interesting.
Did you guys read today?
I did.
It did, man.
Did you listen?
Yeah. We've had a chain of bad mornings recently where just somebody's upset every morning. And so I'm really trying to figure that out because mornings are so sacred and important to me. And I want everyone to go into the day like it's going to be a great day. So working on that. But it was a reminder that it's my job as a dad to make their life good, but it doesn't mean their life has to be easy. And so I think it just goes back to like struggle and all that stuff. Like they can still struggle and have a good life. So that's what I'm thinking about today.
I took this a little bit of a different way for a second. Help me, Dom, if you have a thought, you can jump in here. But I think that, so how I was looking at this was and reading from, I had to take a picture, I brought this with me right now, but October 24th, titled, They Can Still Be Successful. And there's a quote here, it says, "It has been suggested that an unhappy childhood is necessary for greatness." And so I thought that it was interesting because this is, I think a lot of these, I always say this, is that like, I don't love how some of these things are so romanticized, how like, you know, it'll look at like, you know, person X and being like, oh, they had such a hard childhood. And look, when you have a hard childhood, you become successful. But it's like, how many people had a hard childhood that didn't become so successful? And so I think that it's saying that like, you know, I think that we don't need to necessarily have our life to be easy to be successful or so hard either. Because I think that they use the examples here that FDR had loving parents, Churchill did not, because they talk about them a lot here in the book, but they both reached the same height, right? Or the same heights in, politics and everything in the world. And so they both, so that struggle isn't necessary, but it's just a reminder that just to say, like, if we are a parent right now and we want to withhold money or love or whatever, like, don't go out of your way to make that happen. They don't have to struggle to be successful just because some of the people that we do know that they had a hard childhood. Like, don't disregard what your child needs. Don't necessarily put so many roadblocks in place for someone to learn. Like, because I think that people might do that. I think people might end up, I don't know, would you agree that there are some parents that are like, I'm going to make things so hard for you, to the point where maybe they're overdoing it? Do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Dom shook his head in a different way.
Yeah, I can't imagine I take that back, I guess, because there's enough people in the world to be doing anything, but I wouldn't think that. I was thinking more of like the people that are the kids that are out there having a struggle or a unhappy childhood are more like those kids that either don't have parents or don't have one parent or have a really, really bad set of parents or in like a tough situation, tough home life. Part of this, I like thought about like Gary Vee, and I was like, I remember like the way he talks about his childhood is like, it was good, but it was bad. Right. So like he had both, like he was, they were poor, they were all in one small house, but he had a really loving mother. So I think, like you said, Ryan, like it's not all like black and white. There's just so much gray. There's so much, we can, like, I felt like I struggled at times, but at the end of the day, I had like a really good childhood, like a really, like normal childhood for the most part. And I don't think I became overly successful, but I also know that I'm in the middle, basically. Like I'm not like at the top and I'm not at the bottom. So I don't know. I thought it's just a good reminder that, like, at the end of the day, children are resilient, and like children, like people, all of us adults, like we're all very adaptable. So like cut yourself some slack and give yourself some grace, and know that like even if like the first 5 years were really tough, or like the middle 5 years were really tough because you went through a divorce or whatever, like your children, because you're still there, as long as you're still there, they're going to be fine. Like it's going to work out.
I love that.
Thumbs down myself.
You also, you have me thinking about like a lot of the Disney movies, because like almost not anymore, but I feel like all
I'm laughing because I was thinking the same thing about how like every Disney person has like there's something traumatic that happened or they're missing a parent.
Yeah, like Frozen missing their parents, Aladdin, where's Jasmine's mom, Lion King, where's Mufasa, Snow White, Cinderella.
Have you guys
Mermaid.
seen Wreck-It Ralph 2? Like Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet?
I love that movie.
I love it when all the princesses get together and like does a big guy always save you? Did you lose your parents? It's like the theme of being a princess. Yeah.
I feel like it, but Blaze, it's a good point, because I think for some kids it can be a really, and even parents, it can be a warped sense of reality to be like, oh, I don't know if I deserve. A kid could think like, I don't know if I deserve to reach these heights if I'm not missing a parent or I don't have a hardship. And they might go seek something out. Possibly. I don't know if that's the case, but I think some people do kind of seek out, like, life has to be hard for me to actually be, successful. I think we interrupted your thought, but.
Oh, I was just going to say my favorite part of Wreck-It Ralph is Wreck-It Ralph always calls eBay E-Boy, and I think that's really funny. So
I never picked up on that.
Well, go back and watch it now.
Do you guys either think that you are making your kids' life easier than it needs to be in some way, or do you think that you're doing anything intentionally harder in any way there?
Yeah, I do just like so much for especially like my 6 and 3-year-old, that the 3-year-old not so much, but the 6-year-old definitely, like I need to give him, I need to assign him more stuff, because like the only thing he wants to do right now is watch YouTube, and like he can't even put his socks and shoes on, so we need to figure some things out.
Yeah, I
Do you
think I'm
think
making their
Sorry, go ahead.
life easy right now. And to some degree, I know that that's going to make their life harder later. So we're switching stuff up, like we're in the process.
Would you? I know that we're coming up to like 2 minutes here before the hour, but Dom, with that, I'm just thinking about like if you think you're making your kid's life easier, which is the direction that you think you'd go in to make sure that you aren't letting them go down a route that may be kind of weird. I'm just thinking like, okay, if you want to kind of get ahead of that, do you think that you have to make something harder in their life, like give them more of an obstacle, or do you think you have to give them more perspective and like kind of sit them down and talk about it?
Yeah, it's perspective. I mean, I can't imagine like what set of obstacles or series of obstacles, I would place. So I think it's more of just giving them the perspective of like, you're coming up on the time where you have to be an adult by yourself, and there's just, all this stuff that you're going to need to think about and worry about. And, so if you start taking over some of these tasks at the house, it'll just make it that much easier for you to do them on your own when you're by yourself or with a roommate. Like, but at the end of the day, like, they're going to learn it, by, it's not like they're going to, I can't imagine like them being 6-8 months in a apartment by themselves and it just looks like a horror story, and they're just okay with it. Like I know that they have seen enough of mom and dad cleaning and doing the dishes to like understand like, what needs to happen, and we do talk to them all the time about that stuff. So I know they know. I don't know why I'm focused on that, on a clean mess, but that's just what always seems to be my problem when I get home from the end of the day. It's a dirty home.
I think it's a good thing to bring up, though. All right, guys, we're at the top of the hour. We have some of our OGs already taking on the day. We got Robbie over here taking on his day. We got David taking on his day. We know that we all have to as well. But man, Paul, I hope that he is going to get some sleep, and we'll see where baby Courage is. Blaze, want to sign us off for the day?
Hearts with gratitude, mugs with coffee. Have the best day, everybody. And tomorrow's Friday. Love everybody. Goodbye.
Take care, guys. Bye.
See you guys
Later.